Good morning, dear traders. Welcome to this lovely Tuesday. Sorry I didn't trade yesterday. I had some stuff to do yesterday, but that's the nice thing about trading. You don't have to trade every day. You know, it's not a constant thing. It's not a thing that you have to do every day. All right, so and I wasn't going to take all your time because 9 o'clock South African time, 9 o'clock is the launch of Polaris Dawn, and I'm not going to miss that. So yes, let's see. Alright, so Friday, what happened with the jobs number that came out, and the expected jobs number was way lower than expected. Let's just quickly jump on that quickly, and let's have a look. I just want to see for the week quickly what there is. We've got some euro coming out now. And then pound and pound. So it's not. I've got two trades, a euro trade and a pound trade open. That's why I've got that just to check. These trades I put in last week already, and it's going very well. And I'm going to explain something about trend lines also now in this video for you guys. Also, I want to show you something about trend lines that I don't see. A lot of people explain very well, about trend lines, but I'll do that now in a couple of minutes time. I just want to see. I don't think that's going to have a big impact on the market, these numbers. I just want to see these numbers quickly. Average earnings, you go 0.1%, it's not bad. Ooh, okay. CPI is the same. Alright, so it's not big news. Alright, so coming from news-wise, from the US dollar on Thursday, we've got the core PPI and the PPI coming out on Thursday. So, and then on Wednesday, we've got the core CPI month on month coming out, and CPI year on year coming out. So this year, on Wednesday, 2:30 South African time. Remember that this is set to South African time, so I don't know what time zones you are on, but this is South African time. 3:30, I will go live again on Wednesday, 3:30 as well, and we can see what the numbers are for the core CPI and the CPI month on month and year on year. And then Thursday, we've got the core PPI and the PPI month on month. Okay, so, and the unemployment claims for the US dollar. So that's also going to be a good one, a market mover to be, just have it in the back of your mind. That's also going to be moving the market, so that if you are in trades, you must just remember to, widen your stops a little bit, because I think, especially Wednesday, is going to be moving markets. And then Thursday is going to be moving markets. So this week there's going to be a lot of shifting in the market coming. All right, so just be prepared for it. This week is going to be a big week in the markets, moving wise. So it's going to be nice. There's going to be some momentum, and the markets are going to start moving again. Okay, so just to show you guys that. So that's that for that. I can close that one now. All right, we'll get to this now in a couple of seconds time, in a couple of minutes. I just want to see if there's any messages. Remember, ladies and gents, if you want me to have a look at something, on the comment sections down below, just let me know. Just tell me, Winston, I want your opinion on this. I want you to have a look at that, and then I'll definitely have a look at it live on my YouTube channel. Now, I have to explain the reason why I go live is, and why I trade live on YouTube is very simple, and it's a very straightforward explanation. Is there's a lot of these fake gurus out there that tells you how to trade and shows you short little clips of winning trades and whatever, but you will never see them trade live, and that's where the problem comes in. And then they try and sell you stuff. They try and sell you courses and indicators, and they try and sell you shit. Please, if you are a new trader, do not do that. I just wish that, you know, I could just get to at least 10 million people to get that into their heads. Don't do that. Don't go and buy courses, and especially from people that don't trade live. If a trader doesn't trade live every day, okay, well, I miss a day here and a day there, but because I've got a life as well. But most of the times, I don't do anything on my charts or anything if I'm not on YouTube. I've only opened this now, so I'm going to have a look with you guys what's happening in the markets. So that's the reason. Please like and share and subscribe to this channel. But my point is, if you want me to have a look at something, please put it in the comments, and you know, I'll have a look at it live, because I only do live trading, and we can all have a look at what's happening on the markets. Okay. All right. So let's start with this thing. So these trades I've put in. Let me just get to my trade history here, and I'll open up now and we can go through the history of this this trading channel as well. My words are not working today, lacquer. All right, so I put a sell order in. Wait, what is one more on now? Euro USD. Okay. Where did I put my? Oh yeah, my sell is here. I'm still in the market. Okay, so my sell order I put in here. There it is. All right, so the market went a little bit haywire for a while, but that's also that Friday move and the numbers. But also in the previous videos, you can go back on the videos that I have stated that I have got the slight suspicion that we're going to see the Euro USD and the Pound USD move down to the downside. Now, it's very confusing, especially when I saw the numbers coming out last week. The joblessness, or the expected jobs, was way lower than anticipated. So, which is bad for the US dollar. Especially I saw the DXY. Let's just go to the US dollar so I can explain this to you guys properly. Let's just go to the DXY quickly. Now, for you that don't know, it's the dollar index. It's just the dollar index. Now, I do notice that the dollar is at a major level of support, but with that news on Friday, it was just a down spiral, a free fall down. Now, I was expecting a bit more downward momentum from the US dollar because the numbers came out less than favorable, which means it is bad for the US dollar. But instead of the US dollar taking a run down to the downside, it just had a little bit of a dip down and then just pushed back up to the upside. So it was a very confusing. It's a very confusing situation that's happening in the markets at the moment. But I had my slight suspicion, and I know that a lot of people were long on the euro because of. Let me just quickly get here as well. The Euro USD. Let's go to the daily time frame. I just want to show you guys something. A lot of people are in the mindset of going long on the Euro USD. I'm not of that mindset because I know the pattern of the dollar, and when I see the US dollar at a level of support, a strong level of support, it just tells me that we are not going to see the euro against the dollar climb go to the upside. You're not going to see that happening because the dollar is a very strong currency, and when it's at a level of support or level of resistance, especially level of support, a major level of support. I'm not talking about the intermediate levels. I'm talking about a major level of support where it is now at the moment. This here, where it's at the moment, is a major level of support. And you can see it's a major level of support by the amount of times this support has been tested. So, and remember, this is the daily time frame that I'm on here. It is a major level of support. These are all intermediate little levels of support and resistance. I'm talking about this is a major level. How can you tell it's a major level? It's because it's been tested so many times. Look at this. It broke through, did a little bit of a fake out, and went back to the upside. Tested. So it is a major level of support. And in the previous videos, you can go back on the videos where dollar was approaching this. I also still said that we are at a major level of support. So I'm not in a mindset of, going long against the dollar because it is at this level of support. And the dollar always finds support at these major levels. It doesn't matter if the economy, if the numbers comes out worse than expected, and it's actually worse, it's actually bad for that currency. The dollar just finds a way to just bounce and just continue on with pushing to the upside. I've seen this happening a couple of times. I've seen this happen so many times. Especially like here, I think round about here, we had very bad news on the dollar side. Remember, this is a couple of months ago. Very bad news. You can see that bad news for the market, for the dollar, and it just once it went past this level of support, the bulls just said no. Doesn't matter if there's bad news. We are still backing behind the US dollar. All right, so that's the reason why I went short on this pair over here, on the Euro USD. Even though, if you look at this pattern here, this little wedge here, so it broke out from the wedge, did a retest, and went back up to the upside. So I am on a short position on this, and it's crazy. I know it's very crazy, but there's a method to my madness. Why I'm doing this is because, yes, number one, I'm chasing it down, and hopefully it finds some support over there, all depending what happens to the US dollar. This week's numbers that are coming out will be the defining nail in the coffin. It will be the decision if the bulls are going to hang on to this position or not. All right, especially if the CPI and the PPI are very bad. If it comes out negative, then we might see finally we might see a break, and not just a break and a pop back up. I want to see a break and hold that to say that support has turned resistance. Then only will we see this bounce up here and pop to the upside. Or it might just, if the dollar decides that no, it's not going to let it break that support over here. If the dollar does not break the support, even with bad numbers or bad news, then I would definitely keep my sell position in. But I'm going to do a trailing stop and anyways on this, and then we will definitely see how it goes from there. So that's where I'm at the moment for the market, and that's why I'm at a sell on the Euro USD and on the pound USD. And I'll get to the gold now also in a couple of minutes time. I'll get to the gold, don't worry about that. I'll get to the gold, it's there. I'm just working through the other currency pairs as well. First, the pairs that I'm in. At the moment you can see I'm in profit, but I'm not in profit yet because I haven't had a lower low and a lower high form, so I can move my stop loss to an appropriate place. It still hasn't. This is not my recent swing high yet, because this low here has not broken past that previous low. So I can't move my stop loss there to get a little bit to tighten up my stop loss, because this is not the recent swing high. Not yet. If this breaks that previous swing low over there, by all means, then I'll move my stop loss. And once it goes there, then I'll start keeping a closer eye and creating tighter stops. Especially with the news coming out this week, I need to have a close look and keep my eye on the markets, so that I can, at least if it does decide to pop back up, to pop back up to the upside, if the dollar decides it's not going to let bad news break that support, then we will see a pop to the upside, and we'll see markets going back up, or this currency going back up to the upside. So, but then I want to have my stop loss basically in profit, even if it's a small profit. All right, now the Euro USD, man, oh man, oh man, oh man. After pound USD, this is a very interesting one as well. I am in profit here, but the same goes for this. If you look at the pound USD and the Euro USD, they move together. Whatever the one does, the other one does. Look at this chart, and look at this chart. You see, yes, the one might be a bit more radical than the other one, but the direction is the same. Everything is exactly the same. Look at that. See, up, down, retest, down. All right. So that's also, if you do a sell on the Euro USD, but you do a buy on the pound USD, you are fighting against yourself. You can't do that, because you're fighting against yourself, basically. All right. So if you sell the euro, you have to sell the pound, especially against the USD. If you sell the euro, you have to sell the pound against the USD, because they go in unison. They go together. All right, I am in a selling position. Number one, the reason I'm in a selling position is because of my trading style, and it's exactly with the Euro USD. With my trading style, it's the way I operate. That's the way I put a trade in. How I trade is quite simple, and it's a very interesting way of trading. Let me just get rid of this one over here. I'm going to explain my way of trading, how I enter trades, when I enter trades. I've got one thing that I do, one system that I work. As you can see, price went up to the upside, and then that previous low got broken with that candle over there, and then a retest. So then under that candle that broke the previous low, which is that one over there, this is now my new low. So I make a line underneath that low. Once that low gets broken again, I always wait for a second run, so you don't get caught up on a fake out. Okay, that's why I always wait for a second run. So there, let me explain it. There was the previous low, price came, price broke that previous low. And I'm not talking about wicks, I'm talking about candle full bodies must break through that previous low. So there's the break, and then it went up for the retest. So now I'm draw this line underneath, because this is where I'm going to put my trade in. This is where I'm going to put my sell order in now, because now market's going down, so I'm looking for a sell. But I'm waiting for a second break. So I'm waiting for price to break this low over here, the low that broke the previous low with a change of direction. So now I'm looking for a second run. So I'm waiting for this low to be broken again. And there, once that candle broke that low, I put a pre-order in here. I put a pre-order, sell. So that's how I do. That's how I do my trading, and I put my sell order in. I always wait for a break of character, retest, and then a second run, a second break. So the initial break, low or high, needs to be broken again. Then I only put in a sell order or buy order. So there, once that second run came, and the low that broke the previous, that broke the trend basically, got broken again, I put my order in there and stop loss way above, because remember, you trade with small lots and small volume sizes, so you can put wide stops. Don't put your stops right above there, because look what happened. It came back and took everyone's stops out. Okay, market does react that way. Market's looking for liquidity. Market's looking for money. So don't put tight stops. You're just going to lose money if you put tight stops. So there was a second break over there. Came back, put me in the market, so I'm in a selling position there. Went well, yes, I went into the negative, but luckily my stops are wide, so I don't have to worry too much. Like Friday, I didn't even check the markets on Friday. I didn't even check it because I was too busy. And look where I am now. Okay, so that's why I'm also in a selling position, because my trading style, my trading, how can I say it? The trading method that I use is the same. It's consistent. If that happens in the market, like here again, we saw price broke that previous low. There's the previous low. That's not the previous low over there, because that high didn't break the previous high. So that's the previous low and that's the previous high. That low got broken with that candle over there. So there's the break. Now, what I'm waiting for, there's the low. I made the line there. There's the low. Did a retest and broke through again with that. So I did put a pre-order on there. And that's the way I trade. That's my trading method, my trading style, and that's that. That's all I do. I just wait for a break of character, retest, and a second run. Then I put my sell in. Even if we are close to some difficult areas. Look, if I'm close to a major support, I won't put a sell. If this happens close to a major support, I will not put a sell order in, because you're at a major support. If this happens close to a major resistance, I will not put a buy order in. You have to remember that. I don't do that. I don't. Then this doesn't apply. Then I don't use this. I don't take the trade. I wait for a break to the upside, because we're at a major support. So I'll rather wait for a break of the previous high and retest and a break of that high, the second run. Then I'll put a buy order in. I want to buy at a support and sell at a resistance. Remember, even if this setup happens, like this is a nice selling setup, and it happens close to a major support, I will not take that trade, because I'm close to a major support level. Or this trading setup happens close to a major resistance, I will not put a buy order in, because I'm close to a resistance. I'll rather wait for a selling opportunity. Unless that resistance or that support gets broken, then it's a different story. Then it's the same thing. The candle that broke that resistance or that support, let's say this is a support. The candle that breaks it, comes back for a retest, that will be my low. Now I'm waiting for that low to be broken again. And then I put a sell order in at that. Or if a candle breaks the resistance, comes back for a retest, on the top of that candle of the high, that was the candle that broke the resistance, once that high, new high forms and a retest on that new high, I put a line and I wait for that new high to be broken from a second run. Then on that first high, I will put my buy order in, and when it comes back, puts me in the market and then goes to the upside. All right, so just so you guys know that but it's still the same strategy that I use. It's still the same method, and I've been trading this way now for years, and that's what I'm sticking by. I don't deviate from that way of trading. All right, if you guys want an in-depth video of how my trading strategy works, just put it down in the comments below. Just let me know. So yes, you want to have an in-depth video of how I trade or my strategy that I use, then I will do it. But I trade live, so if you guys follow me and then watch my videos, you'll start picking up on how I trade in anyways. Okay, let's get to the gold quickly. It's not much time. Yeah, Polaris Dawn is going to launch now. And I want to watch that. All right, so as it comes to the gold at the moment, with these markets being so up and down and this way and that way, and it's staying in this range, it's just staying within this range. What I want to do is first get rid of all these, that's on the daily, Yeah, this Now that's the daily trend line. All right. I'll explain trend lines now for you guys also in a couple of minutes. I did tell you I'm going to explain something about the trend lines. So on the daily, on the 30-minute time frame, on the gold, it looks very confusing. You don't get to see actually if it's taking a direction or not, because it's very radical movements. It's very up and down movements here, but that's because of news. Unfortunately, that happens. So if you want to have a better view of what's going on, because not even I can have an idea of what's going to happen even. So when this happens, reverse, go out, go to a higher time frame. So I'll first start, let's say by the 6 hour time. Let's do 8 hours. Okay, 8 hour time frame. Let's go there. Let's see on the 8 hours what is happening. There's a trend line. I can just do that as well. Okay, so on the 8 hours, you can see that we are still within this ranging market, within this range. Let me just get this properly here. I just want to mark it off properly so we can see. We're still in this ranging market. So we're still there. As you can see, on the 8 hour time frame, this looks easy. This looks easy, does it not? You know, we're in a sideways market, ranging market, and look at that. Look at that. As soon as price goes up there, it comes back down there, it comes back down. Okay, here it went only to there, halfway, but it did come all the way down. So if you did put a sell in there and a take profit there, it would have eventually came down and hit a take profit. And from there, it went back up to there, and from there, now it's here. So obviously, what is the next move? What do you think is the next move here? See, if you reverse out and go a bit to the higher time frames, you can see exactly what's going on here. You can see exactly what's going on. I'm just going to get rid of this one over here quickly. I just want to get rid of this. Okay, so you can see exactly now what's going on. We're at this intermediate place. So at a resistance basically. And from past experience, whenever you see an abnormal candle, price usually goes up to the middle of that candle, to the 50%. Let me just get one step closer. Price usually goes to the 50% of this candle. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Is that one there? No, not the week. Oh, because the markets are freaking heavy. You can see that. That's just markets. It's news. Price usually goes up to the 50% of this retracement of this abnormal candle, and then comes back down. Not always, and that's a thing that I'm testing out at the moment. That's also the reason why I'm on a demo account. I've seen this happen so many times in the markets. Like let me quickly show you something here as well. I just want to do this so I can show you guys what I mean. What I'm trying to figure out. Like whenever you see an abnormal movement like this, is a very long abnormal movement. It's a very big push to the upside. Usually it comes back to the 50% and then goes back up. So I've seen this happening over and over, and I want to try and figure out a way to see if I can capitalize on this. Like here you see again 3, 4 from there. You can see from here to there a big move to the upside. So it came back down to the 50, well actually the 25 here, but it comes to the 50 and then it shoots to the upside. So what I'm trying to work, that's why I'm on this demo account, because I'm trying to test out this theory of abnormal candles and abnormal movements, because I know it's called fair value gaps. I know it's called gaps in the market, and the market will always go and try and fill those gaps. If you look at here, the sell as well, this sell that happened there, I just need to streamline it basically to a point I just need to try and streamline it and see and better it so I can understand how exactly where I need to put my Fibonacci. Must it be on the candle? Must it be on the wick? Must it be on the second candle? Must it be on the bottom candle? Must it be on the first green? There's a lot of things I need to work out on this method to try and figure out if I can devise a plan around this strategy, around this idea that I have here, because markets is repetitive. Things happens over and over and over and over. So if you can spot a pattern in the markets, if you can spot something or see something that happens over and over and over and over again, you need to try and figure out why. Number one, why it happens, and number two, how it happens. So that if you do see a formation of a start of something like that, then you know when to get in or when to get out. So that's why I'm trying to work on this Fibonacci and try and just see if I can better it and get something going with it. But yeah. Coffee so early in the morning, that's nice. Okay, but that's for later in the year, and well, as I go along, you'll see me fiddling around with that thing quite often. So, and for you guys also, for the new traders, don't go and just start trading. My best advice to you, and this comes from personal experience, open up a demo account first. Open up a demo account and trade on a demo account until you are a profitable trader. Then only move over to a real account. And that's just my advice that I can give. Because yeah. Okay, so for the gold, we're in a ranging market still. So until I see a break of this support, a retest and a second run that breaks the original low that broke, then I will look for some selling opportunities on the gold, and we might see it retrace right back down to 2,400. Or I need to see this resistance broken. Okay, it's a major resistance. You can see it's a major resistance. Why? Because it's been tested multiple times. So we've got a major resistance over here, and we've got a major support over here. So once price gets to this level, what am I going to do? I'm going to look for a selling opportunity. Once price gets to this level, what am I going to do? I'm going to look for a buying opportunity. So I'm going to look for a break of structure, a retest, and a second run, and then I'll put my trade in. Even though it's in a ranging market, it's still the same idea. Okay. So basically, I just wanted to show you guys, if you are on the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minutes time frames, or even the 1 hour time frame, and you can't seem to figure out what's happening, reverse out. Go to the 8 hours, go to the daily time frame, reverse. Then you'll get a better picture of what's going on. Like I just showed you, we were on the 30-minute time frame. Look at the difference here. 30 minutes. You can't see what's going on. You don't know what's going on here. You don't know. Is it on its way up? Is it on its way down? You just don't know. You don't know. Now, I do have to mention that yes, we are at this. This is an intermediate level of resistance. It's in between the two. So from the bottom, this acts as a resistance. From the top, this acts as support. So it usually happens in the middle of a ranging market. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys that quickly, and we'll get to the trend line now that I want to show you. All right, so I do see that we do have a little bit of a trend line forming over here. Trend line formation. What do we have? That's the previous low over there. Let me just mark this out quickly. Let me grab that. That is the previous low. I know there's another one over here. Come here, big boy. There we go. And then this is the recent high. So if you are on the 5 minute or the 1 minute or the 15 minute time frames, you can use these to levels as points of interest. If you see a break of that, a retest, and then a second run on the 5-minute or the 15-minute time frame, I more suggest a 5-minute time frame, then you can look for some buying opportunities. But then you're more in the scalping market, and I don't scalp. I'm not in the scalping market. I don't scalp, mainly because I don't want to sit in front of a computer the whole freaking day. So it's not my mission to sit here the whole day looking at things going up and down. These funny squiggly things, I don't know what they are. Yeah, these green and red things, I don't know. I don't want to sit and look at them going up and down the whole time. Anyways, but if you are one of those people that want to do the 1 minute and the 5-minute time frame, it's a good idea to go to either an hourly or like me on the half-hour time frame, on the 30-minute time frame, and get an idea of where your recent swing high and your recent swing low is. That if you do see a break of either one, then you know which direction more or less price is going to go in. And remember, ladies and gents, this is just my opinion, and it's from my experience of trading and so forth. I can't take responsibility if trades don't work out, your trades don't work out, because you've got shitty money management and shit. You want to try and become a millionaire overnight. Not my problem. All right? This is just my ideas, my suggestions, and my thoughts on the markets. Okay? It's the way I trade. That's why I do it live, so you guys can see how I trade, and if you find value in it, fantastic. Just have to put that in there, because otherwise you get people that say, "Oh yeah, you're the reason I lost my trade." Yeah, because you lose trades. You're the reason I blew my account. Yes, because you've got fuck all money management skills. No, you have to have money management, risk management, and so forth. Trading doesn't just consist of entering and exiting trades. Trading's got a lot more in it than just looking for opportunities. There's money management, and there's a lot of other things that goes with it. So you have to be careful. It is risky. Trading is risky. It's a risk you take. It is. But if you do it right and you've got patience, yes, you will make money. All right, so let's go quickly. So if you do see a break of this top over here, or the break of the low, I usually what I usually do is, once I see a break retest, I always, like, my strategy is wait for a second run. You wait for a second break. All right, let me explain it quickly here. So basically what I'm going to wait for is for this, for a break out to the outside, then maybe a small little retest, could be a very small retest, 100% fine. Once that happens, then I take my line. Let me just get one over there. Let me change this color so we don't get confused. Let's make it yellow. So nice. So then what I wait for, this is the break that broke the resistance over there. All right, so now we've got a new high. What I'm waiting for is a break. You can change back to your color. Oh, no. Change back to the blue. It's that blue there, I think. Yeah, so what I'm waiting for is a break. Then once I see price break this previous low, and not just a wick, I'm talking about a whole candle body. So a whole body must be above it and go to the next candle. Then only is it a confirmed break, not the wick. No, you don't work on wicks. You don't work on that. So there is a break. So once that break happens, I put my trading. I put a trading in there on this line. I put a pre-order in, a buy order on this line over there. Okay, so there I put a buy order in. So even if the price is there, I've got my buy order in. So I can go do whatever, and I make sure that I've got wide stops, wide stops. Now, with a $10,000 account, like this account is a $10,000 account, and I started so I can explain to you real time, live, how it works, how you can grow a 10,000, how you should grow a 10,000 or whatever, $1,000, $100 account, doesn't matter what account you have. The percentage stays the same. So on this $10,000, I do not risk more than $100. You don't want to risk more than $100. That's at max. I try and stay at 0.5% of the account. So $100 is 1% of the account. You want to try and stay your risk that you are risking, you are willing to lose at 0.5% of your account. So basically on a $10,000 account, I want to try and stay at the $50 mark at risk, or at the $100 maximum $100 risk per trade that you do. Okay, so that's what you should aim for when you trade. Don't risk 10% or 15, or even some people risk 50% of their freaking accounts. Don't do that. Don't, because that's just going to force you to have tight stops, and you're going to get stomped out because your stop is too tight. Okay. So here I got a pre-order in and a wide stop. That's, let's say, a risk of $50 or $60. Doesn't matter, as long as it doesn't go over $100. But that's why you come with your volumes, and you know you have to. That's where trading also gets. It's not just entering and exiting trades. No, there's a lot of things you need to do. You need to look out for. So then usually what happens is price comes down, picks me up, puts me in the trade, and then usually it goes back up to the upside and then does the same thing, or sometimes it just shoots up. All right, so that's what you can wait for, or what you should do when you are trading. All right, just be careful of trying to jump in as you see price breaks. Like here, you see, price broke the resistance. So now you're going to put your trade in there. And what happens sometimes is just a little bit of a fake out, and price goes right back down into this zone over here, taking out your stops and everything. That's why I always wait for a second run. I always wait for that original breakout to be broken again. Then I will look for a trading opportunity. Don't ever, because it happens so many times that price goes out even wider. Sometimes it goes way up. Let me just grab that one there quickly so I can show you. Sometimes it goes way up and you think, yes, all right. So that's it. It's just going, and then it just comes right back down into the zone, takes out everything. Always wait for a second run. Well, that's my method of trading. That's what I do. I always wait for a second run, no matter what. All right, and I hope that helps a lot, and I hope you guys are having a good trading day so far. I still just want to explain one more thing here. Something that I'm waiting for here is the US yen. Now, we're at a major level of support over here. So what I'm waiting for is this situation here. You guys see this? To happen here as well. And I can see it is forming. I can see it is forming. It is happening. So I will enter this trade as soon as I see my criteria are met. But this here needs to happen here. Then I'll take this trade as well. But I'll explain that in the next video for you guys, because there's not a lot of time left. Polaris Dawn is going to start going now. Alright, so where is that trend line? I will explain the trend line. I saw the trend line somewhere. I think it's on, that's a DXY. I want to get to the I think it's the dollar. Yes, it is this one here. Okay, here's a good explanation on a trend line that I don't see people telling you about this trend lines. Now, trend lines, usually what people do is they say, oh yeah, here's a trend line over there, or it's always at the bottom or at the top of a of a movement, so to speak. So when price is going down, you will see it's at the top. When price is going up, it's at the bottom, like they do trend lines. But there is a different kind of trend line as well that you should always have an eye out for when you are trading. And that is this intermediate trend line, the middle trend line. Where is it again? Oh yes, from there. No, don't go on. I just want to move this one right over here. Now, as you can see from this here, I just want to move it right so you guys can see properly. So, as you guys can see from here, there is a trend line here that also has been, and I've seen this happening so many times, where you follow, okay, it breaks the trend line, retests, and is on the downside. A lot of people that trade trend lines, that's a good thing to have as well. Good method of trading is trend lines, but I've got my method. So, but look at what happens here, and I've picked this up so many times where you see, okay, if you just continue on, if you take that trend line that you had there and you drag it on, keep on dragging it, even if price is here, keep your trend line long. Sometimes you'll see this happening where price comes up, respects a trend line. So you've got more or less an idea of what happens. So what I usually wait for when I see these middle trend lines like this, it's a following trend line. Well, I don't exactly know the right terminology for it, but I just call it a middle trend line. So basically it's getting followed from the top and from the bottom. When I see a break of it at a top by a resistance or a support, then I look for this to happen. A break of that trend line, a retest, and then usually you see a fall down to the downside. And the Euro USD, that's also one of the reasons why I am selling on the USD, because everything tells me to sell the Euro USD. Everything. I'm at a major level of resistance. I broke this this middle trend line, and I retested it. And plus, I had a break of structure, a retest, and then a second break of structure. So all my criteria is everything from the chart work is telling me to sell. But everything from the numbers, the news, tells me to buy. But I work off the chart. I work off what I see is happening on the chart. The chart, to me, takes preference over news and numbers. That's why. I just wanted to explain this one trend line. You have to sometimes, when you do trend line following, instead of just having your trend line to there, oh, okay, broke the trend line, keep that trend line, take it long, drag it long, and see what happens. Sometimes you'll see this happening, and you're like, oh, okay, so if you are a scalper, this will help you also a lot, because then you can see, okay, I'm close to the trend line, especially like if you're on the 5-minute or the 50-minute time frame, you will see, okay, I'm close to that trend line over there. So then you can start looking for selling opportunities. All right, so that's just something that I wanted to point out. And this one just shot right through there, broke back down to the downside. Nice little fake out over there. Yo, I would have been in trouble on that one, but luckily I didn't take, because I'm close to resistance. I wouldn't have taken that setup there. This is a perfect setup. Break, retest, second break with a higher there. So, but I wouldn't have put a buy order in there because I'm at a resistance. But anyways, that's my explanation of my trading for the day. There's not much happening in the market. I'm just going to be waiting for a further breakdown of the numbers that are going to come out, and anyways, tomorrow and on Thursday, and then we should see some good movement in the market. For now, the gold is right here. If I do see a break to the upside, I might put a small trade in. If I do see a break to the downside, I might put a small trade in, but I'm mostly going to wait for gold either to get there or to get here at one of these levels. Yeah, to get here. So I'm going to be waiting for gold either to get here at this major level of support or that major level of resistance, then put sell orders in or a buy order in if I do see my criteria is met. But anyways, that's me for the day. Remember, ladies and gents, if you have any special requests and so forth, please comment down below, like, share, subscribe, all that shit. Just do everything that you need to do, and let's grow this account. The main reason also why I've got this account is to try and stop these flip and fake gurus from stealing money from new traders. If a trader can't trade live, like I'm trading live, if a trader can't trade live, he is not a trader at all. Alright, then he's just faking you, and he's a scammer. And those fake gurus, you will never see them trade live. Never. But anyways, let's quickly get to the history of this channel. I want to get to the history here quickly. Of this, not this channel, the history of the channel. History of this account. Let's go there. I like to do that every time I have my video. I'll take my naughty face away now quickly so you guys can see that as well. Let me just get there. Let me get my face out the way. There we go. Alright, so as you guys can see, it's a nice demo account. So this account was opened on the 22nd of July. As you can see there is a 10,000. I opened this account. And since then I've been trading live, going live when I do trades. And as you guys can see on this account, you can pause the video, you can look at all this. Here is everything on black and white of how I trade, how I do my trades and how it works. And as you guys can see, when I do take a loss, it's at the $30, $26, $34, $24. There's the biggest one, and it's the highest I will go is $103. It's $100 of the account, 1% of the account. You see, the rest are all just small little. There's a 47, so that's in the perfect. That's the Goldilocks zone. That's perfect. That's also the 54. That's perfect. And so as you guys can see right there we go. Here is the whole account. That's the $10,000. So I'm just going to move it one up. You see this, the first trade was taken on the 22nd as well. Let me just move it to there. So there it is. It's the Euro USD. Let me just move it. Euro USD. I doesn't want to move that slight little one up. Okay. And here it is. Here's the whole account. On live, on YouTube, for everyone to see. There it is. That's my trading, and all these trades are taken on live. Live on YouTube, so you guys can see it. So far for the month and a half that this account has been open, our profits is $576. So which means if you are trading, you want to aim to get at least 1 to 2% of your account per month. That's what you want to make, 1 to 2%. Anything more than that, 100% fine. I think within that first month I also went live, was between the 22nd and the 23rd, somewhere around there. Every month of the account I usually go live and I take stock. That was the first one, and we did it, and in the first month we made just over 4% on the account, which is good. If you can grow your account by 4% a month, that is fantastic. That is good. That's what you need. That's where you need to be. You need to be there. Look, you're not going to be there every month. You're not going to be at 4% every month. Trust me, 4% is quite high to grow your account every month. To keep that up is difficult. So, but for this month, so that's 400. So we're already at almost again at 2% growth for month number 2. On this account. So we're getting there, and we basically halfway there. On the 22nd of this month will be the second month that this account has been open. So then this account has been open for 2 months already, and in 2 months we'll go on the 22nd, round about the 22nd, 23rd, I'll go live again, and we'll open up and we'll do a calculation of where we are in 2 months time with this account. Has it grown? Has it gone down? Has it whatever? And we'll do this every time, and I'm going to be doing this live and this account we will work on for the next year. And after a year, we'll see, all right, how it has grown, where it's at, and then you can actually estimate what your monthly earnings are. After a year of trading, then you can actually only see what you make a month. Because believe me, some months you make 4%, some months you make 1%. Some months you lose 2%, 2% in the negative. Some months you 1% up. So it is that. So only after a year can you definitely say, all right, this is what my monthly income was from this account, or this is what I made per month. All right. So if you want to be along for the journey, please, this is a new YouTube channel. This is a new way of doing things. I do things different. Us South Africans, we always do freaking things different. We don't just do things the same. If you want to be along for the journey, subscribe, hit the notification, so whenever I go live, and I only trade live, you will know when I'm live, and you can check my videos and you can follow. Just not saying you should do anything, but just follow and just have a look, and you'll see. And you'll see what I do and how I trade and how I do my things. But here it is. I'm not hiding anything. Open for everyone to see. And you will never see those fake gurus, those that try and sell you courses, do this. They won't do this. They won't. Number one, they won't trade live every day. I'm talking about, do a quick live because you see it's a good setup. Now you go live and then, no. Or once you see you're in profit, then you go live and say, oh, shit, man, I forgot to no, you don't. I go live. I try and go live at 8 o'clock in the mornings and then just go through the day. And I have put my trade setups in. You guys know what I'm in at the moment, but here's the account, so you guys can pause it and whatever you want to do. But that's that. That's the history of this account so far. And here is what I'm in at the moment. I'm in the Euro USD, and a little bit of a profit, and I'm in the Pound USD. Well, not profit yet because my stop loss is still there, so that's a 69 loss if it doesn't go my way, and that's a 53 loss if it doesn't go my way. Okay, so but you see where the range is. I don't, and look how wide the stop is. And thank goodness I put the stop so wide, because imagine I didn't have a wide stop, I would have been stomped out here. If you put your stop just above the previous high, which, you know, a lot of these people online are trying to teach you shit they don't know about. That's where they say, oh yeah, you must put your stop loss right above the previous high. So let's say you jump in the market there where I am. So that's where you must put your stop loss, right there, the previous high, right there, just above the previous high, you know. That's where, that's the best place to put your stop loss. No, it's not. It's not the best place to put your stop loss, because market movers, institutional traders, know that's where everyone's going to put their freaking stop losses. And what do they need? They need money in the market. Where are they going to get it? From you, the people that puts their freaking stop losses there. Look at what it did. Okay, take everyone's stop losses, and there it goes. And there it goes. Please, if there's one thing you can take away from me, is as of utmost importance, stop losses. Don't put tight stop losses. And how do you prevent yourself from putting tight stop losses? Lower the stuff. Don't risk in and do major trades. Risk 50% of your account. Small lots, small. There I showed you. I trade small lots, small. And look, in a month and a half, I'm already almost at $600 profit on a $10,000 account. Small, little by little. That's how you make money in the market. Small amount, and over time it accumulates. Of utmost importance, that at least one thing take away from me: don't over leverage, don't put major volumes on there, don't risk, over risk. You don't need to make $600 in one trade. You don't need to make $60 in one trade. Make a $50 here, make a $10 here, make a $2 here. And at the end of the day, it adds up. But if you try and put 600 or win 600 one shot on a $10,000 account, even, it is you are risking too much, because now you don't want to put your stop loss, because if you put your stop loss too high, if it does go not in your favor, you're going to lose $600 or $1,000. You can't do that. Don't do that. $50, 0.5% of your account. Risk that. Maximum 1% of your account. That's it. Then you know you can put wide stops. Put wide stops. So you do not put yourself in this category of everyone's stop losses being taken the whole time. Because yes, these people were right. They put a sell order in there. They were right. Market is going down. But their stop losses was not right. And believe you me, a lot of these trading academies and trading gurus and whatever tell you to put your stop loss right above the previous high or the previous low. Don't. It's just that simple. And here, and I can show you example after example after example of the same shit that it does. Don't do that. I had a trade in on the gold as well. Now in the week, last week I had a trade in. Let me just get to that quickly. Let me put the trade history on there. Oh, there's a nice buy. I put a buy order in there, and I showed you. You can see on the previous video, if you go back on my videos, because I do this live, I showed you I had my stop loss just below this level over here, just below this level of resistance. It was here, and I put the buy order in there. It was right, and then price came right back down. So everyone that had the buy order or had a buy in there, because it's, it's a new formation, higher high, lower, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So it's a good, and it broke this level of resistance over here. So you would think, okay, it's cool. We're in a buying position. I know gold is going to go up because it's at this level of support. It bounced off it. And I put my stop loss right below there, right below. Look what happened. Price came right back down, took everyone's stop losses, all the money in the market, and then went in my favor. Yes, I got stomped out there because I had that previous, there was a previous low, because there's a high there. Boop, boop, boop. So I did move my take profit, my stop loss, I moved up to there. And price came up and then took me out because of the markets had very bad movement on that Friday when the news came out. But you see there, a profit, nice buy order, and they took me out the market. But I wouldn't have been in there if I had tight stop losses just below the previous low, or just below. I would have been stomped out one shot over there. One shot, and it was close because my stop loss was just below this. So it was very close. I think I was 80 cents away from being stomped out. 80 cents being away from being stomped out, losing $100, $104. 80 cents saved my butt. But there it went, right up to that one day. There we go. Anyways, that's my saying for today and my trading ideas. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this one just to form a new low over there. Then I'll probably move my stop losses into a bit down, but tighter stop loss, and then a bit tighter, and then till I'm in profit with this one. But yeah, remember, ladies and gents, share, subscribe. If you have anything that you want me to look at, comment it down below, and I will definitely have a look at those comments, and I will definitely share my opinions on what needs to be done. I hope my comments are working. I hope so. I hope it's not blocked or whatever. I'm not too sure how this freaking thing works. But anyways, from my side, have a good one. See you guys later. I'm going to put the history up now again, so you guys can have a good look at the history of this account. Yeah, there we go. From my side, have a good one. Cheers.